The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides specific requirements for the installation of electrical baseboard heaters in bathrooms and toilet rooms. Article 400.8 addresses bathrooms and toilet rooms. Paragraph covers receptacle and switch locations. Subparagraph 2 states that a receptacle outlet shall not be installed within 610 mm or 24 inches of the top of the bathtub rim or shower stall threshold. Subparagraph 4 discusses wall-mounted luminaires, indicating that wall-mounted luminaires shall be mounted at least 2.5 meters or 8 feet above the floor. Article 424.9 specifically covers bathrooms and toilet rooms. Paragraph addresses branch circuits for lighting and receptacles. Subparagraph 1 mandates that branch circuits shall be provided for electric bathroom heaters. Subparagraph 2 pertains to wall-mounted appliances, dictating that wall-mounted electric room heaters or humidifiers shall not be located within 610 mm or 24 inches of the top of the bathtub rim or shower stall threshold. There are exceptions. Exception number 1 states electric baseboard heaters that are listed for use in bathrooms and are protected by a ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, are allowed. Exception number 2 mentions electric baseboard heaters that are permanently attached to the wall and are located at least 610 mm or 24 inches above the floor are allowed. Additional considerations include ensuring the heater is rated for use in wet or damp locations. The heater should have a thermostat to prevent overheating. The heater should be installed by a qualified electrician. Always refer to the local electrical codes and the manufacturer's instructions for specific requirements and recommendations. It is critical to ensure electrical safety when installing baseboard heaters, especially in potentially wet or damp environments like bathrooms. Firstly, confirm that the baseboard heater is specifically listed and rated for bathroom use, indicating that it has been tested and approved for such environment. This listing will ensure that the heater is designed to withstand moisture and other bathroom-related conditions. Secondly, ground fault circuit interrupter protection is crucial. Install a GFCI circuit breaker for the circuit that supplies power to the baseboard heater. A GFCI will quickly cut off power if it detects a ground fault, which is a leakage of current to ground. This can prevent electrical shocks, especially in a wet environment where the risk of electrocution is higher. Thirdly, maintain the minimum distance requirements. The NEC specifies that wall-mounted electric room heaters or humidifiers should not be located within 610 mm or 24 inches of the top of the bathtub rim or shower stall threshold. This distance is designed to prevent water from splashing onto the heater and causing a short circuit or electrical hazard. Fourthly, proper mounting and secure attachment are essential. Ensure that the baseboard heater is permanently and securely attached to the wall, as specified in the NEC exceptions. This will prevent it from being accidentally knocked over or moved, which could create a safety hazard. If mounting the heater at least 610 mm or 24 inches above the floor, double-check that the installation complies with this requirement, as it provides an additional safety measure. Fifthly, consider the heater's thermostat. Ensure the baseboard heater has an integrated thermostat to prevent overheating. Overheating can not only damage the heater but also pose a fire risk. A thermostat will automatically turn off the heater when it reaches a certain temperature, preventing it from becoming dangerously hot. Sixthly, professional installation is highly recommended. While it may be tempting to install a baseboard heater yourself, it is best to hire a qualified electrician. Electricians have the knowledge and experience to ensure that the heater is installed safely and correctly in compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. They can also identify and address any potential safety issues that you may not be aware of. Seventhly, local electrical codes may have additional requirements or restrictions beyond what is specified in the NEC. Always check with your local building department or electrical inspector to ensure that your installation complies with all applicable codes. Eighthly, read and follow the manufacturer's instructions. The manufacturer's instructions provide specific guidance on how to install and operate the baseboard heater safely. These instructions may include information on wiring, grounding, and other important safety considerations. Ninthly, inspect the heater regularly. Periodically inspect the baseboard heater for any signs of damage such as cracks, frayed wires, or loose connections. If you notice any problems, have the heater repaired or replaced by a qualified electrician. Tenthly, never use the baseboard heater to dry clothes or other items. Placing items on or near the heater can create a fire hazard. The heater is designed to provide warmth, not to dry clothing or other materials. By following these safety guidelines and consulting with qualified professionals, you can ensure that your electric baseboard heater is installed and operated safely in your bathroom, minimizing the risk of electrical shocks, fires, and other hazards. Safety should be your top priority when dealing with electrical installations in any environment, but especially in bathrooms where water is present. Proper planning, adherence to codes, and professional installation are key to ensuring a safe and reliable heating system. The NEC serves as a comprehensive guide for electrical installations, providing detailed requirements for various situations. In the context of electric baseboard heaters in bathrooms, the NEC aims to minimize the risk of electrical hazards, ensuring the safety of occupants. Firstly, understanding the scope of the NEC is crucial. The NEC is a widely adopted standard for electrical installations in the United States. It is updated regularly to reflect the latest advancements in technology and safety practices. However, it is essential to recognize that the NEC is not a law itself, but rather a set of guidelines that are adopted and enforced by local jurisdictions. Secondly, Article 400.8 focuses on bathrooms and toilet rooms, addressing specific requirements for electrical installations in these areas. This article aims to mitigate the risks associated with water and electricity, providing rules for receptacle and switch locations, as well as wall-mounted luminaires. Thirdly, receptacle and switch locations are strictly regulated to prevent accidental contact with water. The NEC mandates that receptacle outlets shall not be installed within 610 mm or 24 inches of the top of the bathtub rim or shower stall threshold. This distance ensures that users cannot easily reach an electrical outlet while in the tub or shower, reducing the risk of electric shock. Fourthly, wall-mounted luminaires or light fixtures must be mounted at a minimum height of 2.5 meters or 8 feet above the floor. This requirement helps to prevent water from splashing onto the light fixture, which could cause a short circuit or electrical hazard. Additionally, the height ensures that the light fixture is out of reach of most people, reducing the risk of accidental contact. Fifthly, Article 424.9 specifically addresses electric baseboard heaters in bathrooms and toilet rooms. This article outlines the requirements for branch circuits that supply power to these heaters, as well as the location of wall-mounted appliances. Sixthly, branch circuits for electric bathroom heaters must be provided separately from other circuits. This means that the baseboard heater should have its own dedicated circuit breaker in the electrical panel. This prevents overloading the circuit and reduces the risk of a fire. Seventhly, wall-mounted electric room heaters or humidifiers, including baseboard heaters, must not be located within 610 mm or 24 inches of the top of the bathtub rim or shower stall threshold. This requirement is similar to the one for receptacle outlets and aims to prevent water from splashing onto the heater. Eighthly, exceptions to the distance requirements exist for certain types of baseboard heaters. Electric baseboard heaters that are listed for use in bathrooms and are protected by GFCI are exempt from the distance restrictions. This is because the GFCI provides an additional layer of safety by quickly cutting off power in the event of a ground fault. Ninthly, another exception applies to electric baseboard heaters that are permanently attached to the wall and are located at least 610 mm or 24 inches above the floor. This exception recognizes that heaters mounted higher in the wall are less likely to come into contact with water. Tenthly, in addition to the NEC requirements, local electrical codes may have additional restrictions or regulations. It is essential to check with your local building department or electrical inspector to ensure that your installation complies with all applicable codes. Furthermore, the manufacturer's instructions provide specific guidance on how to install and operate the baseboard heater safely. These instructions should be followed carefully to ensure that the heater is installed correctly and that it operates safely. For example, the instructions may specify the type of wiring that should be used, the proper grounding techniques, and the recommended clearance from combustible materials. Ultimately, the goal of the NEC and other safety regulations is to protect people from electrical hazards. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your electric baseboard heater is installed and operated safely in your bathroom, minimizing the risk of electric shock, fire, and other accidents. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it is always best to hire a qualified electrician if you are not comfortable performing the work yourself.